Hello, Rocco here, and I'm going to be talking about new upcoming features for Starbase Orion. One of those features is continuous asynchronous multiplayer. Starbase Orion has always had asynchronous multiplayer in it, but it's been kind of a forced asynchronous multiplayer. The idea here is that only one person at a time can take their turn, so you may have 3 players, player A, player B, and player C, but there's this concept of a turn stick, and only the player who's holding the turn stick can take their turn. So player A would take their turn, pass that to player B. Player B would take their turn, pass that to player C, and player C would take their turn, pass that turn stick back to player A. The problem here is that each time you pass the turn stick, there's an amount of time involved with that. You know, it could be 5 minutes, it could be days, depending upon when you've reattained the interest of the other player. So we're going to move to a continuous asynchronous multiplayer model, and the idea here is that we're just going to get rid of the whole concept of having a turn stick. Each player will be able to sign on and play their turn whenever their turn is available to them, and if all 3 of them happen to be online and playing at the same time, the more the merrier. So player A, B, and C, they can all take their turn at the exact same time, and as soon as they're all in, the round will advance and 3 new turns will be available to play. This will allow for you and your friends, if you want to sit down and devote the next hour to just playing Starbase Orion, to do that with a very minimum amount of extra latency. The cool thing about this model is that it doesn't break the previous model. If player A is online, he wants to play his turn, he can. Player B next comes online, plays his turn, he can. So let's look at a simple 2-person example here. Player A is just signed on, knows he has a turn, goes in, starts playing his turn. And at the same time, player B, the blue player in this case, is also logged in, sees he has a turn, starts playing, moves his shits around, decides to scout out a few star systems close by. At the same time, player A is still there taking his turn. Now, a cool thing is we've added real-time chat, so while these 2 players are sitting there playing their turn, they can break out into a little chat session. So that's a little bit about a continuous asynchronous multiplayer. It should be very game-changing and a good move forward for Starbase Orion.